assignment that your most important work tool has disappeared. You certainly would panic and frantically search for it. And when there is no hope in sight, chances are that you could get emotional. This is the story of Sadiq Sarumi, as narrated by Adiola Omokivie.
Sadiq Sarumi, like any other hard-working journalist, was up and about his duties, ensuring he meets deadline in covering the presidential and National Assembly elections on the 23rd of February 2019. His equipment were high-definition cameras. Along the line, the battery went flat, and in a hurry to capture the details of the election, he forgot the camera with a flat battery, using another. At the end of the day, while at his hotel, he suddenly remembered the camera. We got wind of the information while covering the gubernatorial and State House of Assembly elections.
The next day when I woke up, I wanted to charge the battery because I realized that the battery was dead. That was why I stopped using it that night. So I checked my camera bag and it dawned on me that it wasn't inside. So the first thing that came to my mind, because I was sleeping, I slept at Ikoyi that night, in the morning. I just took Taxify back here immediately. I just had to talk to him that I said I'm looking for a camera. I told them at security, they said I should go and report at the security post. I went there, gave them my phone number, and I was hopeful.
By a stroke of luck, his camera was recovered.
The whole excitement of the day could cause something like this to be misplaced. Perhaps he placed it somewhere while having a discussion, and before he knew it, he didn't know where it was.
2 days after, somebody came to me then and said, listen, I picked up a camera here and I don't know who owns it. I know you'll be able to get to the right person. I said, okay. So I was so excited because the guy had come to me before then and I was just, glad. So I called the chief security officer and I told him that, look, I've picked up a camera. Someone picked up a camera and they brought it to me.
With tearful eyes and a thankful heart, Sarumi collected his camera.
You, Lord, thank you. Thank you to those that promised to actually support me, because I have so many people that have pledged to support me buying a new camera. And
This is really...
Indeed, something good can come out of this country. Why not borrow a leaf from this homely and friendly community? Becky, don't you agree?
Of course, I do. A good end that was. It's great that most Nigerians are people of integrity. Now, while voting was taking place across Lagos, some people decided it was smart to catch in on the opportunity to make money. Olumide Eguntola will tell us what they were selling and the level of patronage.
On a typical election day in Lagos, the voting period usually meant different things to different Lagosians. While some performed their civic responsibilities during the period, others used the period for personal activities. To some children and even some eligible voters, the voting period was the best time to exercise. To some petty traders like these women who sell granules and donuts, the no movement, no work rule means nothing to them. They reckon that there will be a vacuum in supply of snacks and deem it lucrative to fill that need and make money in the process.
That is the reason why after I vote, I have to prepare some things for that people to eat.
For other Lagosians, it was fine to embark on personal transactions.
I have voted, so you can see the evidence with me. So next thing now for me to eat, so I need money for me to eat. So after doing my franchise, so at least I have to relax.
I just come to the ATM to enjoy a little money to take care of my family.
In the course of my roving, I ran into a popular Nigerian singer who was famous for his Ajegunle roots. In the late 1990s, his ghetto dance was adopted by fans. Daddy come, daddy come, daddy come, daddy should be here, you come back again, daddy come. Urging Daddy Shoki to give an impromptu performance for his Nigerian fans on election day was an Herculean task, as he was obviously more preoccupied with the day's agenda.
Shine your eye, well,
Daddy Shoki was clearly not in the mood to entertain. Politics is serious business. And thanks for that tailpiece, Eguntola. Still on election matters, there is a particular polling unit in Victoria Garden City, VGC of Lagos, where voters relate as one family, despite their political affiliations. Adeola Omokivie will give us the gist.
Seeing this arrangement, one would readily think a party is about to begin. But let me bust your bubble here. There is no party going on or about to go on. What this is all about is making the voters comfortable while waiting to cast their ballots. The exercise began in earnest, with the elderly starting as usual. They commended those who gave them the respect due them.
Recent treatment is very good. It's a very good arrangement. And I think that's what they normally do here. They respect elders. So I pray they too will grow old.
Because VGC is very civilized. So we recognize our elders. They recognize elders and they give us the necessary respect every time.
We are law-abiding. We respect each other, and we also appreciate our values.
Well, that's a very good move. And I think even in other areas outside VGC, I'm aware that they also give the elderly preference.
Trust the many business-minded people who will not let go of an opportunity to make cool cash. I chatted with Chef Lucky, who maximized the opportunity.
So if the last election you had great sales, and maybe this one too, of course, you will definitely sell everything. So would you want the election to be holding every time so that you'll be having great sales?
That means if I should want the election to be holding every time, I must be a greedy human being, which I'm not.
It is the usual tradition of voters in this polling unit to turn the process into a fanfare with various delicacies. What is responsible for this pattern of voting in VGC?
We are all seated here. It is possible that half of people sitting here may vote for another party, half of people sitting here may vote for another party. And that's it. For us, election is just about coming to exercise your franchise.
And after hours of observing the electoral process, the friendly and homely residents gave yours truly a treat. I hope that next time, when there's another election, you make VGC your polling unit. Yes, so that you will partake of these goodies that I'm enjoying here. The same cordial atmosphere where people brought food and ate together could not be seen at some other polling units visited. Becky, over to you. What is your take on the VGC pattern of voting?
Amazing how a polling unit becomes a picnic. Interesting. Now, a noticeable feature at the just concluded governorship and Houses of Assembly polls in many areas of Lagos was a large turnout of female voters, in contrast to their male counterparts. Mohammed Abdulkadir examines this growing trend.
The NDP that we counted, put them in the basket.
In participatory democracy all over the world, especially in the electoral process, majority rules. But the trend generally is that women seem to outnumber their male counterparts among those who are here for this election. What is responsible for this trend? Let's hear from some women and others.
We no see women, no voting.
And if you look at Nigeria today, we women, we are the one that is most plenty when it comes to politics.
If you want to see women, want to do something in a good way, without women, there's nothing can be done. Women, we vote because of our future, our children tomorrow. That's why we come out to come and vote.
Some women attribute their active participation to their level of political consciousness.
They just take passion in it, you know. They believe it's their right and they have to, you know, participate. And you can even if you take the population of the people that are here, you know that the number of women that are here are more than men.
A trader and political activist, Yabo Agbola, says it is because women are nurturers who care about how citizens are governed.
Without woman, there is no Nigeria. Without woman, there is no Lagos State. Without woman, there is no Mandi. Without woman, there is no crowd.
Some men could not agree more.
Women, they are really participating in voting process. I won't lie to you. Go to any line, voters line, you will discover that most of the lines you have like 60-65% of women on the line. So they have that time. They can sit down with the vote. They have that patience.
You know, women are always, highly represented in most things that they do.
Respondents traced it to women's disposition, generally to nation building.
Yes, we must commend female voters, and men should try and emulate the women. An exercise that has kept the entire country on its toes has become an avenue for some to make brisk business of those on essential duty. Amobi Walter Inaji highlights businesses that thrived while the election lasted.
Each time the phrase essential duty is mentioned, security operatives, medical practitioners and the media, among others, readily come to mind. The just concluded governorship and state assembly elections, however, started off like any other elections in the country, with the electorates filing out to perform their civic responsibility.
Well, quite unfortunately, the turnout here is really, really low, and you can see that there's a kind of big voter apathy that is happening here in this ward. And right over my shoulder by my left, you would see that business activities are seriously ongoing. You would see people who have come out to go about their normal businesses.
Seeing these women pounding and cooking got me thinking, will these people be part of the election, or are they just for the business side of things? Roadside food vendors are not the only ones in this category, but also car wash operators and some other petty traders. For this set of people, they earn their living on daily basis and cannot afford to lose the whole day. This was the response I got while trying to find out why not even the election can stand in their way.
I think the way I look at it is today being the election day, and equally they say there will be no business, and we are human beings. I think we need to eat. So by seeing them, I don't have any complaint about them, because really they are helping the masses. If you cast your vote, you go and eat or take your mineral or whatever you find. It's allowed.
Well, being that the accreditation is done, voting is done, and of course sorting is also ongoing, and people are eagerly waiting to count their vote. Yours sincerely also found time to join others.
Cold water from the fridge would trigger off sensitivity. What I would say to the patient is switch to Sensodyne, make it your daily toothpaste. Over a period of time would reduce tooth sensitivity. And a lot of them come back to thank me, to say that, wow, it's just something so simple. It adds the sparkle back into their life.
Relieve tooth sensitivity with Sensodyne Daily Care 40 milligrams for just 350 naira only.
Eking out a living in an isolated riverine environment requires some form of creativity and hard work, especially in an area devoid of basic amenities. This is the intriguing narrative of the people of 28 riverine communities of Onishiwo Kingdom, Lagos State. Paulo Mukago has the rest of the story.
Life in communities like Itomaro, Ifako, Shiku, and Bishop Koji revolves around fishing and farming. The aquatic environment over the years helped shape the socio-cultural and economic activities of the people, with about 40% of the people migrant settlers from neighboring West African countries and other parts of Nigeria. Onisowo communities are fast developing into multicultural entity. Fishing, farming, water snail diving, piggery and poultry farming are occupations that cut across all age brackets.
Why they go see 3 days, 4 days, or they come down.
Okay, I see say your net and our nets them. They twisted. Why they twisted?
Now water na roll. Sometimes that water in the come.
I just start the piggery farm now, so it's not much on Misha, but I know much about the cow and turkey and ram.
They go inside water and keep a son, a sheton, a salmon to sell. And we are going farm to go and take firewood and do it. And they are killing fishing inside the sea. They will go and kill fish and come and sell it. That is the work we are doing for this our community.
Unlike those in the cities, infrastructure challenge is high. No electricity, pipe-borne water, hospital and other facilities that makes life worth a living.
We don't get a toilet. Toilet, they are tall. See, water, the one with it.
Okay.
Huh?
We suffer for lights, no school, no hospital. So many people go outside. That's why strangers come plenty. Because we allow them, they fish for you. And they do coconut business.
So they've been here for long. Some of them maybe 2-3 generations ago they've been here. So they love the community because we are community, we are friendly. So we got no problem with the visitors, so we love them so much. So that is why you can see them all over.
In spite of these challenges, the people are happy to live in this environment that takes between an hour to 3 to access from Lagos.
Let's hope the tier of government closest to the grassroots so that shareholders of Vitafoam Nigeria PLC have approved for the board of directors 25 kobo as dividend for the year ending. This was at the company's 57th annual general meeting held in Lagos. The shareholders also approved that the board should issue bonus of 1 new share for every 5 units already held. Adiola Omokivi completes the report.
The 57th Annual General Meeting afforded Vitafoam Group the opportunity to share its audited financial statements for the year ended September 30, 2018, with the report of the Auditor and Audit Committee to its shareholders and representatives of the regulatory authorities. Chairman, Board of Director, Vitafoam Nigeria PLC, Dr. Bamidele Makonjola, said the company recorded a turnover of 17.61 billion naira in 2018, an increase of 1.69 billion naira over that of 2017. He said profit before tax grew from 290.28 million naira in 2017 to 619.23 million naira during the 2018 financial year, while profit after tax improved in 2018 to 486.10 million naira from 190.54 million naira in 2017.
The key to the whole thing is innovation. The management team are quite cerebral in the way and manner that issues are treated.
The company's board also proposed a dividend of 260.51 million naira, translating to ordinary share of 25 kobo, and a bonus of 1 new share for 5 units already held by shareholders. Vitafoam Nigeria PLC, despite the effects of market uncertainties moderated by a rebound in crude oil prices at the beginning of the financial year, continued to wax strong.
Now, 2018 was a lot better because in 2018 we had government policies that support manufacturing. We're now able to source forex for the importation of our materials at affordable rate and at the rate that is even available.